जब आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करोगे ना, क्वेश्चन स्पेशली फॉर प्री, तो I tell you very important thing that when you solve the questions for pre, whether you have been able to solve or not, see the question carefully, look to the concerned provision then and there. अब उसी समय देखो, look to the concerned provision then and there and see that provision carefully. Now I tell you what will happen, it will sharpen your memory. And it will sharpen your skill to study your subject with respect to preliminary. एक तो आपकी याददाश्त बहुत तेज होगी, you will remember it very well. And दूसरा, you will learn how the question framers are framing the question. अब जैसे मैं ये क्वेश्चन देखता हूं, अब मैं सेक्शन 34 पढ़ा रहा था आईपीसी में, तो मेरे दिमाग में आया कि देयर कैन बी ए गुड क्वेश्चन ऑन सेक्शन 34. Like section 34 says, if a criminal act, IPC, if a criminal act is done by several persons in furtherance of common intention of all, now they can frame a question. In section 34, criminal act must be done in furtherance of first, common intention of several persons, second, common intention of all, third, in furtherance of common intention, fourth, none of the above. अब देखो exact language लिखा है, if a criminal act is done by several persons in furtherance of common intention of all, so it is common intention of all. So this is what I expect you to learn. कॉन्सेप्ट भी बिल्ड करो. अब देखो कॉन्सेप्ट बिल्ड करना इतना सरल नहीं है. अभी मैं पढ़ा रहा था क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी इन आईपीसी, तो मैंने कहा क्रिमिनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी can be a conspiracy to commit an offense and can be a conspiracy to commit a civil wrong. Even a conspiracy to commit a civil wrong can be criminal conspiracy. Conspiracy to commit a civil wrong can be criminal conspiracy. So you will have to build concept. The question for pre, look to the concerned provision then and there. This is very, very important advice, my dear friend. Very, very important. You sit with the question and you look to, now suppose you are reading CPC. So you must have 200 questions and last only previous year questions, no other questions, please. ये guide wide के question नहीं. They are futile questions, I must tell you. Many people solve those questions just for memorization, but they are not going to help you much. I must tell you, my dear friend. So suppose I have seen 200 questions of DJS CPC for last 7-8 years. Now, so I have visited 200 questions, so I must be seeing maybe 70-80 provisions of CPC. Orders, rules, sections. Now this is the core area. So when you look the questions for pre, look to the concern. Now पहले आप you try to solve the question one by one. One by one you solve the question. If you are able to solve, well and good. If you are not able to solve, well and good. But look to the concerned provision by turning the page of Barak, then and there, I tell you. And corroborate your answer, contradict your answer, see the question again, see the bare provision again, devote time on one question and see your memory. It will be so good, I can't tell you. Because what happens in this process, you concentrate very hard. When you do, you learn by practice. You do not learn by reading books only, you learn by practice. So this is the practice. Take a question paper, look to the question, solve the question. If you are able to solve, good. If you are not able to solve, good. Then look to the concerned provision of Bare Act and see how the framers have framed the question. How the examiner framed the question. Then you find the answer, correct answer. And in this process, You see the provision 2-3 times and you try to formulate further questions in your mind. You devote time. You sit with the question, you devote time with the question. You walk with the question. You talk to the question. And this is how you can pass preliminary. Now, if you do not do it, I don't think that this is going to help you. This is very unique technique I am telling you time and again. What I said, I will repeat again and again. I am saying preparation for preliminary. If you prepare for any preliminary examination, I tell you, take question of one subject, let us say TPC or CRPC or evidence, whatever it is. Say 10 years question you have taken, 10 years questions of one exam, like DJS or PJS or whatever, Haryana Judicial Services. Now take question one by one. Question is from which provision? Now let us say this is from section 9. Section 9 in Evidence Act has 9 things. So question, you solve the question. If you have solved the question, well and good. If you have not been able to solve the question, well and good. But see section 9 then and there. Go to section 9 and look to section 9, what 9 things are written there. Try to put them into your mind. Supporting, reporting, explanatory, introductory, now place, time, person, identity. Now you just bring the things into your mind. TIP, all those things you have seen. Now you see the question again. You try to formulate similar question in your mind. You see the provision again. So what are you doing? You are talking to the question, you are walking with the question. Sit with the question. Look into the question. And this is going to enhance your memory very sharply. And this will train your mind to formulate question. And this will train your mind to pick the right answer of the question. Because there will be closed options also, where you will have half option, there you will have full options. Now full sentences are there. Like I say, section 9 deals with explanatory introductory fact. But I say, then section 9 deals with explanatory introductory fact and even supporting rebutting fact. It deals with time, place, person also. So you understand it better that this is complete. So there can be half option, there can be full option. So please be careful about that as well. And this is what is the art of preliminary examination, passing preliminary examination. I tell you, if you do it and you do not pass preliminary examination, come to me. You have to pass the examination. Sit with the question, talk to the question, walk with the question. Look into the question and see the fact and impact. You will pass preliminary. See, most of the students are going to fail in preliminary first. You prepare for mains, you prepare for judgment writing, you prepare for everything. You write so many things, you discuss so many things, you write articles, you publish articles in journals, but you want to become a judge. So first prepare for preliminary. Otherwise you will remain a failure. Because you are not able to pass preliminary. Preliminary is examination of trick. It's examination of aptitude. It's examination of trick, technique, memorization, formulating question, finding right answer at the right point of time. This is an art. Preliminary examination is not examination of information, it is examination of a skill. It's examination of a skill. I think this is going to prove wonderful to you. And when you do this with 200 questions, I tell you, your mind will be automatically channelized and trained. And when you will read Bare Act, you will automatically raise questions. You will automatically, raise some points that this can be questioned. Automatically. This will be automatic. And while doing this, you can only memorize. Now, section 65 of Indian Evidence Act. Now, I must have told you while teaching in your class, if I have taught you evidence law, that in section 65 when secondary evidence can be brought. But do you remember which kind of secondary evidence in what fact? If certain facts are admitted, then what is required to be brought? In which cases certified copy is to be brought? Do you remember that? You do not remember that. Why? Why? I tell you, because you have not been able to do this. You will have to do this time and again. And read a provision at least 10 times. You cannot run away with the topic. You cannot run away with the bare act. You cannot. I tell you. You will have to sit with the bare act. Don't be in a hurry. It will take little bit of time. It will take 6 months to 1 year. At least I tell you. But if you are appearing in any examination, my advice is that appear in examination which will have some kind of now experience and practice in your case, but don't expect too much. Even if you have been able to solve 30, 40, 50% question, you'll be happy. Obviously, I have told you for preliminary, you are required to prepare GK and English also. Now see, for English, these days we have done a wonderful work. We have started posting English words on our social media platforms. Now, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Telegram, we are doing it. Even law cases, we are doing it. We are posting it for CLAT LLB, but this is useful for all, you also. Those English words, those legal words, it will help you as well, my dear friend. Be kind, careful, considerate to my advice, sir and madam both. Please listen to me carefully. All India Radio News, आप सुन रहे होंगे, मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है, you must be hearing. Even today I heard many important things. That there has been the settlement of boundary dispute between Assam and Meghalaya. That 2 crore women of our country has got this benefit of PM Awas Yojana. There is BIMSTEC meeting in headed by Sri Lanka. So many important things are coming in news every day. So you will have to keep track of that. Otherwise, one day you cannot do it. So, do you understand the preliminary preparation? Pre-preparation is clear to your mind, because see, this is my job to tell you time and again, and you must watch my YouTube lectures again and again, I tell you.